Good morning everyone. I will continue working on user interface as I was doing all this week, because that's the part that I need to finish. So I would like today to finish this mission panel that I have in the main menu. So this one here. Let's check. This one that I was just working yesterday about all the text, different colors for different letters and everything. So this one is fine, but I would like to have some background image for this area, and I would like to have one image per mission. So this is one of them, there's another one, and so this scroll bar should be working with all of them. So because this is like two of them, two missions already. For that I have divided the missions panel, which has, let's say, everything here, but you have different missions here coming from this scroll bar. And then for every mission that I have here, each mission I have one mission which is divided by, as you can see here, like text for the mission, and then I have all the sub missions that should have. This one is just as a text testing for having like dummy. I remove this one every time that I'm updating, so I add the new ones, one per line that I have submission, and for that I have this one submission widget. That's just the one that I'm adding there. So that's the structure having here. This is the panel being included in the main menu here, which is just a mission. So you have here the missions widget. This is just an instance of this widget, which is a list of them, vertical box that I'm just adding on code when I'm creating this one. So when I'm updating, I just create clear all the children, and then I do for each loop, and I'm adding new mission per mission that I have, and then configure this mission. And I do the same for this one mission that I have this update. So I do the mission, and then I do for each loop for all the sub missions that I have for this one. And finally it's just setting the text for both of them. So the thing that I would like to do today is having some kind of background for every mission. So this is the main panel that I'm not modifying, and this is one mission that I would like to have here. Let's say an image on the top, and then on the left, and then right, and then on the bottom. And for every submission I will have a picture as background for one single line, so I don't need to manage this background having here. Probably I will use the same image for this one, and then this one, every single line should be almost the same. So first thing, I would like to have some picture on the top, and then some picture on the bottom, and then something on the left. So this vertical submission, and that's the mission, and then I would like to have something on the top. So for that reason I will add this one, probably another horizontal box for having all the pictures there. So this is the one having here, and then it will be inside of them. This is also inside of this one. So yeah, let's reorder this one. Sorry, this is a vertical box, my fault. So there's a vertical box, and then needs to be this one, and then this one also here. And we don't need this one, so delete this. What I was doing. So this is a vertical box that I need to have all of them. So here I will add a new image to be used on the top of this missions. So let's add here. I will do something like probably, what's the size of this one? 1 No, probably have this one, the size for just fixed size 580. Okay, so one of them will be 580. This image needs to be here. Here. Okay, so this one will be 580, or probably we'll use this size, and this one will have this size 580, and something smaller like this one. So the fill in the size, it's out this fine in the middle, and I will use exactly the same for the button. So I'm just copying this one and paste, and then I have the this is the image for footer. This image will be the header, and then I want to use on the left side and right side also small image. So for that reason I need to use, this is all the content that I would like to have. So I will add after this one horizontal box here, and then I will add this one here and also this one here. Okay, so I have already this horizontal box, and this one needs to be vertical box. So let's just fix all here, and this one will be inside, and this also will be here inside. Okay, so this is my text, and I have already this horizontal box that should be filling all of them, and then I will put here some image for left side and right side. So this is my image here. Okay, so this image left, so to be the width will be also 8, the same as it was around, and I need to do the same with a picture after that. So it will be no, here. Okay, and this image is right. I don't think that I need them to be variable, because I will have fixed already the core, the image and size and everything, so I don't need that they are variable. So that's all. And the other thing is, this one should be occupying all of them, so for that reason I could use this one, but if it's not enough I will add a spacer after that, which will just fill all my space, and this one will be filled out. This one should be also the same size, so this is fine. So right now we have 4 pictures round that I could do something nice later about this, and this is for one mission. So if we check this one, we will have every single mission has this text for that, and I would like to have also some little space between them. So about missions, I'm having here, and every single mission should have some space on the button. So one mission, this is one, and then I would like to have some space after that. So it's just, this is my vertical box, and I will put some probably I don't have any space there, no. Okay, so this is padding for the latest image, so I think putting some no button, sorry. so have some space after mission, so just checking for them. You have different missions and little gap between them. And so what's this? I'm missing my right one because it's also using the scroll, so this one mission should be a little smaller to manage this scroll, so probably something like that. Um, 560, and this one will be also 560 to manage also the scroll bar for different missions. So now should be something like that, but why not? Well, something like that. I would like to have a bit of space between the scroll bar and the image to have this one, but anyway, it's not critical at the moment. And then I need to have the background for every mission here. So the thing is, I need one image for this one, this text. So this is my horizontal box for the text, that is combining both of them, and it needs to have some background image. Then I can do a few things. I think just keeping the same size, because for example this one should be more or less the same size that this one. I will use probably some image for this part, and this one probably I will do a bit smaller for this one, or things like that, not just recreating 3 of them here but only one. And I will add this image on, need to be on top of this one, so it will be the same image, image here, probably well, I don't want to have this one. I want this one out of this vertical box. Okay, so now needs to use this one, as we have already this, what is this, canvas panel is going to the center. I think this vertical box is going to the left. Okay, fine. So what we need is just avoiding this one, so it has 8 pixels. I was just defining 8 pixels, so this one will start here, and then needs to use 560, which is just using too much because I need to remove 16, so this is 554, and this is just matching the one that I have. And then I need also reuse the bigger one, probably 72, I don't remember, 60, what, 64 probably, something like that. So this is covering the image for the title of the mission. Okay, so it's fine, or probably 62, things like that. Okay, and what I need now is having a background image for every sub-mission line, which is this one here. And I would like to have just actually saying a new image here that is just covering image background. Need to be a variable, and this one that I'm just managing is image background also with no variable. And then finally this one, we should be exactly the same, so the position is fine, and then what I need to use is 600. No, needs to be the same size as this one, so it's just here, and then probably something smaller for this one. Okay, so it will cover every single line with a picture, In that case we will have already things like that. Let's see, it's not enough, so just paying things like that, which is fine. And then for every mission you have also here, there, and since that this picture is also not enough, not sure about this. Let's just try to see what is happening in the real size. So since that I'm just missing 1 pixel per line of this one, and then also missing this one here, but anyway, since it's fine, all the pictures around, and every single line will have a different picture, something like that. And another thing that I would like to do is for one submission here I have some space for this text, so it's just this horizontal box has this position 32, and I would like to put a picture here with some kind of indication what this is the mission that you are doing or not. So in case that this is something that you did already or still pending to be done, this image should be just hiding this image, but in that case that it should be here. So for this I will take this image, let's be inside here, go here, this image will be image check button, things like that. I need to be 32. This is fine, this is fine, everything's fine. I'll be on the left and the middle just in case. And but probably I would like to have the same size of this one to be like 1 line, and then we don't need this padding anymore. So now you have the picture here. For I will just put something like a hand, just for testing. Hand left, that should be smaller than 32 and 32, something smaller. And then I will just hide also depending on if this machine is being done or not. So I have here like not started and complete. So for that reason I have already the lines here, so I can do this image check button will be set visibility, and probably I will use just a select for this one. So in that case I will do well, it's just easy to have this one, I don't need to check anything more. So this one is visible for this one, but this one will be hide, hidden, and then also this one here will be hidden there. So just here, and that's all. Okay, let's check for single mission if this icon is being shown. Probably it's too big or things like that. Well, it's being shown for all of them and should be only being for sorry, because I think that I'm missing here. Yeah, this is also hidden. Let's double check. Okay, let's try again. Start the mission, and then yeah, we have the icon only for the one that we are working on it. And in case that you do this one, let's finish the first mission just for testing. In that case we should have the icon in the second one, and this one is just gray because we did already. So yeah, that's for the only thing that I'm missing is just one line, single line here, so it's just 1 pixel, things like that. So that's all. And then we are missing one single line here, I think. So the image background should be 53 probably. Now it's fine. So the image is working for all of this, and you have also the icon that of course I will replace later, but we have the icon already for the mission that we are currently doing, and there's the future missions that we don't have there's no scroll bar here because there is only one, but yes, that's the one thing here. Missing some icons here, but this is also I've been doing that, so you have already even hover icon and press icons for that, so that's already done. Okay, one of the things that I want to check also is about this cancel that probably I will put some background on this picture already. It's just easy to see. This is fine. And what more? I would like to remove this bar image if it's not the menu, and this is the when I'm just showing the action image interactive description here. That should be only if we have some description for what is this? Set action, so action here, object description, and so action here. So this is already been fixed. So here I can compare already about the text. So this will be shown only if we have this text already. So text object description here, and just checking out get text, compare with empty, and I can do here make literal text which is empty, and this one will be shown only if well, in that case it's not equal, so not equal, and then I don't need to do anything more. So this song is here if is it not empty, otherwise there is nothing showing there. This nicer, and then check. Let's compare. So let's go to some interactive. So there's nothing here, there's no line here because there is no text for this description, but if you are, for example, talk with this guy, that is already a description for this one, you have this line. So this one it is, and in case that, for example, we are trying to do something like that, so it be not here and then not here. And the problem is that this one is not being removed later. So why not? Yeah, I know it is because the check that we are doing is about this, so should be yes, and so this is the one that is coming here, so this one is coming here, and then we will have and boolean, and that's the reason to have both of them in case that you want to show this. Other one is just removing. And it would be nice to have just small here, some reroll, no, so it is much clear. Let's check again, because my code is just toggle like show height with the same boolean, so I need to check this one, but then I'm removing this. So yeah, now it's working. And in case that we are trying to interact with any other interactive things that not have any description, should be not showing those description. So this one is also not here, and probably this guy has some description, so yeah, it's just showing the text here for this guy, but nothing here. Yes. What about doors? This is fine. What about open is fine. Let me see what's happening here. Dock, slip open, things like that. So, oh wait, what about this house should have this small bug. So let's try to check this one right now. This small house should have here interactive blocker or blocker here. This is one. What's this? Okay, there's a second blocker, which is this one. It's 5. This is the third one. Okay, wait. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. What's this? Okay, this is 4. Okay, 5. What is this? 5 probably is inside. Yeah. 6 could probably, yeah, this wall. 7. What is this? Okay, and then 8. It could be probably this small one. Yeah. So yeah, we are missing a couple of blockers on those parts that for things that are being inside. Otherwise, we have interaction with things inside the houses. That's because it's not blocking the right cast. So what we need to do is adding a new one, a couple of them for every single size. So I will just duplicate some that we have ready. So this one I will just Ctrl W duplicate for blocker 9, and let me just move here, and that should be the size. So this one, and now we need this one to be, I think, in the center, and the size for this one will be maybe 3-4 meters. I'm not sure. Alright, I'll look this one. Maybe 5. Okay, 6. 6 is fine. So this one is already blocking here for this one, and I will do the same with the another side. So this is W, and then wall blocker 10, and should be just exactly same but opposite in the X part. So should be, yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's test this. Small change. Okay, so play here, and now this is not interacting with things inside of the houses anymore, so it's working. Okay, that's done. I think I will take just fast double check for others to be sure. That's fine. So this is also done. This check is fine. Missions are done. And this is the menu, and we don't need anything more here. The only thing is this one, which is just fine. Okay. Let me check what we are missing. I have a small list of pending things, and I would like to check what more we are missing about this. This one is done, this one is done, this one is also done. Just one of the items here, so I will have this duplicate, and I will rename as key. Oops. Let me double check about this. For example, here. Okay, big house. Yeah, that's the one that I was missing. I will replace later, but I will keep this one. Then the icons, and then the dialogue is fine. And well, another thing that I would like to do is with actions here. So close this one. Actions here, which is this panel missing actions. No, not this. Progress. Action progress here. So in that case, in case that this is going with from time, I would like also to have an image here rotating, just showing you about the time. So one of the things that I need is just rotating image. What I need is so let's just add image here. This is not the cancel message. Well, probably also here in the cancel message we need this one. Probably, or well, in that case maybe not. I'm not sure. I will add here a new image for this one, or just a new image. The time, and then I will just use this one with event graph. What is this to get What's this? I don't remember right now. I'm not sure if this is the image. I don't think that they need to rotate the canvas. Let's just add a new canvas here, and this one will be inside, and this is canvas panel time. Get offset. What's this? I think this is the offset. What is this? This is not offset. I don't remember this one. Get offsets. I need to take this slot. Okay. Get slot, and now cast to image, I think, and then rotate no, not this one. Not sure if this one is cast to image. What's this one? Image object. Yeah, this is one. As image, I should have this offset. Rotation. I don't remember this one, or probably it's just only this one. So get slot for this case, and now should be get offset, cast to canvas panel slot, and then get offset. This is fine. And I would like to have also this rotation what is this one? Okay, this alignment. Okay. I don't remember how was this rotating with this one. I think this is the renderer. Just transfer this one in this panel slot. Get transfer, and here we have this rotation thing, angle here. So I would like to set members, set render transfer. No, set members. Set members in widget transfer probably. So this one, I would like to have this angle. Okay. Let me see if I can do the same with this one. Yes, set members in widget transfer, and then I use this angle. Okay, okay, this image time should be okay. So in case I'm using this one, I would like to use this image on what's this panel info message, cancel message here, and I would like to have this the image, so I will use vertical box for both of them. This is horizontal, I think. Okay, just for testing I will add this one here, just for testing. This is the image, and I will use something like hand, for example. Okay, and this one should be real size, and then unit and then cancelling, I will just move this one for, so cut this one, and then so hide cancel, set cancel text, this is fine. So hide cancel, and I would like to have this one just rotating all the time. So what is this event graph? I can use this strict B, or no, I will use this one. Use interface manager here, and then so info method cancel here. So this is the one that I'm doing. And I will do things like that. Let's print string, something like that, and then with hood here. This is just for testing something fast. I would like to check about this, and I later will do something nicer. So this is get image time, image time here, and then this code should be working. All the thing is I need to compile this one to have the reference. Remove this one, and then get transform, and then set members in widget transform, and then we will have this angle for this checking, and then we will have some variable for like angle test for just for testing. I will use, well, let's say use float, because it's expecting float later. So we will have some kind of delay, 2.5 seconds, and then I will just add in this angle test initially to default value, and then some delay, and after that we will increase this one. So set, which is just taking this one, get, adding 5 degrees to see what is happening, things like that, and then we will set this one with this value. And after that we will just have a new iteration of this. Coming here. Yes. Let's check this, what is happening with this. Hello chicos playing. How's it going? Just doing some little test for rotating image that I would like to have. for the time moving. I will do later something like that. So it's almost finished. I'm just finishing few things that I was just spending more or less about user interface. The rest of the things are fine. There's not really nothing big that I'm missing at the moment. It's of course not finished, but well, ignoring me this rotation, but this nothing here. So rotating. Let's try again, because I'm planning to have like a clock on the screen when the time is passing or moving faster. I would like to have some kind of image rotating that you can see that the time is passing. So what I'm trying to do right now is rotate one image that I have, and when it is working I will just rotate depending of time and everything like that, but just to have an image rotating. So I was just adding here, when you are just sitting down here and then waiting for that, you are just showing the message, but this small hand is not rotating for some reason. It's just being ignored what I'm doing, and I would like to know if it's working or I'm just writing in another place. Well, it says rotating, so should be just showing that, yeah, here. What the problem is. Set members in widget. Probably I need to set again set transform. Probably I was just, because it seems to be, well, it's a reference, but anyway, probably set render set transform, render transform here, just in case. I don't think that I need this one, but click here. I don't think this is needed, but the thing is not working, so try again. Sit here, and then yeah, exactly as you can see here, the hand is moving, which is just a hand. I don't care about the icon here, but I will use another icon that is just rotating, moving, so you can see on screen when this time is passing that things are moving about this. So I will have like a big picture in the middle with a clock moving from day and night. Same thing that I have with the menu here for the time. So this one is just moving around depending of the time of the day, but I will have something like that, something nicer, that is just moving, rotating while the time that you are here. So in case that this is rotating, I will just stop here. So this is what's this? What is this? This is, so I will have this one, this branch. I will put this code later on the, if this is true, this one here. Okay, I will put this code on the hood, or probably maybe some, I don't know, another widget that is being managed by time in different places, because you can speed up the time sitting here, or for example crafting, or just sleeping, and a few things like that. So I would like to have this image that is moving every time that the time is being faster, and probably I will add the same code that I have with this time on the right corner, right top corner. So when I'm showing this different time, I will show also this widget with the time passing for, and then I can adjust the speed of rotation, both angles, according to the speed. So in case that you are going faster, it will be rotating faster. If not, will be something slower. So this is the code for rotating one image, which is fine, and then it's working. And yeah, I will have all the right now. This is the main manager, but I will just move to the right place. So, and I think I'm not missing a lot of things. Let me check again. Some icons that I'm missing, sounds, effects, actions I need to do, mission notification. I would like to have something different. This one, and probably that's all. I think that's all. So I don't have a lot of things to do. Just a few images from maybe with Photoshop that I'm doing, and the rest is fine. I also need to manage this. What's the name? The state of the player, like you are tired or not, things like that. So play. So here just have information about how tired you are, which should be also a bar, and probably not this place because I was just using this space already. So maybe this information will be maybe here because it's just for testing, or maybe here, something like that. Probably I would like to have these missions also here because I'm missing still the skill tree. So probably this will be space for the skill tree, and this one for the mission because you don't have a lot of missions. Or probably, I don't know, I will think about how to manage all of them. This is fine here in the middle, maybe on the bottom, not having much space. Yeah, I don't want to have tabs that you need to do all the time or something. So you click here and you can see more or less everything that you have at one time, so you don't need to really check for a few things. This one is working fine, having the icon and different text, colors, letters and everything like that. And scroll bar should be here, and I see that we are missing 1 pixel. We are missing here 1 pixel, but this is not, because this is even being bigger as expected. Let me check. Missions. Is this missing 1 pixel already? Yes. And one missing. It's missing a pixel, so the image for the background, why not? Or maybe do I have some? This is the image background. No, this is fine. The thing is, wait for the mission. Okay, so this is 1 pixel, and this one is also displacement of this one. So having even bigger, I don't think that it's helping. But the opposite one, the thing is, this one is going on the right and shouldn't be going on the right. So probably the problem is the size of this, which is scroll box is 580, and for one mission should be this picture, this vertical box 560, just to have some space before. And this one, so in case of this image background should be, this is fine because any of them are using 8, I think. This left is the width is 8, so this is 16, and this is fine. Using 8 on the right. Okay, so I need to have this one 8 more, and then it's just covering all of them. But why? So I'm using 8 on the left, and then I need to have 8 less than this one. Okay, I will check later. It's just something with some pixels, and also I need to create an image for this one, not just white one. So yeah, I will just check later for the final image that I'm using, that I don't know yet, but something nicer, having like maybe border or some, I don't know, something around the mission and then some background with probably paper as I have with missions here, with the missions, or the dialogues, the second saying the dialogues. Where's dialogues? Missing actions times speed dialogue here. Something like that. Having some background picture with some text and papers could be nice. I need also to check about the color because probably here with the wood, not sure. I will just check some reference on the internet about this. That is fine. Let's click here. So there is something more that we need to check about this because it's almost finished. There is nothing more to do. Just to be sure that the mission is possible to do that. There is one thing that I think is just failing, is this one. If I'm talking with this guy and he's already expecting to leave, and then that's the time, and now this guy is trying to leave, so in case that's leaving should be okay, it's leaving, and then wait until it's coming back, and then sometimes I have broken the rotation for sitting there. That's fine. It's fine. It's working fine. Okay, let's also review this one. I'm not sure about this guy. Click this one, click this one. The plan. Check the plan. So this guy is. This is the plan for this. No, sorry, this one. So first thing is go home, then follow the path, sit on bench. Though it has path, yes, there is path here. So follow the path, sit on bench will be, then follow path again, then go home, go to location for them, wait, and then restart plan, which will be I don't think that we need this go home plan. I don't think that we need this. So let's see what's happening. Removing this one, everything should be just displaced. And then 6 is just remove this execution node. This guy should come here, which is fine. And then where this guy is going to be, where are you going? Yeah, that's just reason, you know. I don't know what are you doing. Why are you going this way? So the thing is, you should follow the path which is just in front of you. Stupid guy. Follow path. Get the path. Find close distance. Distance is subplan location. So go to location subplan. It's going here, which is just fine. Let's add some print here for the location that this one is trying to do. So that's the location. So he's going well to the location that is expected to be, which is this one. It is fine. So after that, he's just taking the next plan, and the next plan says, come on. Okay, follow path, which is go to location and then nothing. Exactly. Because the thing is follow path. This one is follow path. Okay. Good evening, Sanguine Dev. I was just leaving yesterday for 5 minutes. I was thinking, I received a call. I was just planning to leave for 5 minutes, and it took really long, and I was just coming back later, and then you are not streaming. So that's the reason I didn't say even why I'm leaving. You probably noticed that I was not there. Usually asking a lot of things, so this is follow path event here, and this is the action. This is follow path. And this is follow path here. Subplan location. Yeah, fine. Let's try again. Okay, now it's fine. It was just going to nowhere. And we have a few of them here. That's also could be fine. That they are just here. Man, what are you doing? So they're just dropping in some place. Let's see. So I was dropping all of them together to see different plans for all of them at the same time. So let's go. This one goes this way. Yeah, they're crossing doors. And this guy is going to I don't know where. Crossing the forest. It's going to the path already. And both the rest of them that are just crossing this door, because it's just shortest way to have this one. So in the past they were just walking around, but now I was just modifying this nav mesh so there is inside also a path, and they found that this is shortest way crossing the doors instead of walking around. So yeah, probably I could use some, as you did, some using some of the cost for things. It's a good idea. Let's try things like that. So I will just put some cost on this house, so it's better just to walk around than being inside. But anyway, if I'm just saying go inside, they will find the way. So let's add this one. It's a volume. This modifier volume was Sanguine Dev. Which one are you using for adding a cost? For I think this modifier volume. Let's try something here, and then the properties of this one. No collision, nav area null, or zebra setting. Default. I don't see any of them. Low height, obstacle. No, it's just null. I don't remember. Probably not this one. Or mesmer bounds. I think it's just this modifier volume, but I cannot see where the cost is there. So let me check maybe on internet something. I don't remember this one. Because I think it's this one. Now modifier volume, and then the thing is adding some cost of this one. I cannot find this one right now, but I think this is the one that I need to use, this one, and then I would like to have some cost for this one. So this is just blocking at the moment. This is just blocking, but I would like to have like can even affect navigation. It is not. If I'm using maybe something like that, something different, low height. Obstacle. Okay, high cost area, yeah, that's the way. And can I justify the cost of this area? I don't know. So okay, let's try this one. Top F. Sorry. This area that I want to have is just this house. If it works, I think I will add for all the houses as in the blueprint, which is and then the size for this one will be something like that. So this is my area. Why not? We should have here inside, this is the cost for this one, so it is fine. And then they should avoid crossing and then walking around, because they can find a path for some optional path for this one. Let me see if they avoid crossing the door. This one is going there. Go to them. Exactly. So they are just avoiding to cross the house if there is a path for this one. So I would like now to add this one, but adding for enough modifier in my blueprint. So every time that I'm adding a new house, I should have this block pane here, which is just avoiding for them to be okay. So let's add this block on this blueprint to see if it works also for enough nav modifier, I think. Probably. So this obstacle, and then where is this? Where is mine? What is this one? Can I just see this one and change maybe the size of this one? I cannot even see this. Why not? Do I need to add the stain? Delete, and then adding here nav modifier, nav modifier, and is it being including my okay, it's not a stand component. Since not working, then I would like just to have by default being added to my house. For every house have this one, but since not working, since that I need to create manually for every house being there, because I cannot even see where this one is, so there is no option to modify this one. Is it not visible? Or probably I think it's just everything should be being shown at least. Or do I missing some option for this one? Okay, so is this just affecting all the, yeah, since I don't need to define any size, it's just affecting all the blueprint area, so it's been affecting for top area. So yeah, since working, let's just check on real game if this one is just working as expected. Since I don't need to define the size of this one, so it's just affecting to everything, every space in this area, in this house. So, which is fine, because I was just planning to define for all the house, but in case I want to define a small part, then it's not the way. But let me see what's happening here. Yeah, so they avoid crossing the house in case that there is another area that is easier to cross this one. Okay, so let's for example add in this one, this house also, and we will add exactly the same, and we'll see what is happening with this guy when I'm just requesting going home. So it will be a point inside of the house, so there is no option to be any other place. So okay, save, compile, but this will compile. Okay, so just check if we have inside of this house. This one, this area, which is definitely nothing. There is no house inside. No. Okay, so adding this new one, this nav modifier, which is something that you cannot even modify. Sorry, because it needs to be obstacle, otherwise they cannot cross any house. So now should be fine inside, exactly. So the option is not crossing the house if you can find any other place to arrive there. But in that case, if I'm just requesting to be inside, there is no option for them to avoid this area, so it should be going inside anyway, having this option. So let's just talk with this. Yes, I think that the faster time. Let's see what he's doing. For some stupid reason, he's taking completely different way to write this point. Just because probably the middle point is something a bit on the left, but in that case this is the shortest one. It's not clear why is this one taking probably got this box. I will just remove this one. I will remove this one. So let's check again what is happening now. Man, what are you doing? You're just blocking again in the same place. So this one is breaking what it was working before, and the thing is this obstacle which is just being managed because it's just trying to go to this point, something like that. So this is the central point for a house, so in that case it's since taking shortest way in the opposite one, which is not. So I really don't know why this guy is just going through all the house trying to go to this one just because this one is small, or probably this is just a bug that I need to recreate maybe the path. Let's try this. Just pull the path and see what is happening. Navigation complete. Yeah, this one is broken as usual, and then it should have something like that. Let's just force this one to go home initially, and that's all. Go home here and then restart plan. So it will be trying to be home, going home all the time. Okay, for some reason it's taking this way. I will just open this one to see what is this guy doing. So it's coming here and then it's just blocking by probably proxies or something like that. There are some proxies here, so probably it's just being blocked on proxies, or maybe the path is so small. Is it not? Seems fine. So should be going inside home, and let's try another guy. For example, this one also trying to be going home. Farming house 1. So go home even, and then just restart plan. Let's see what this guy is doing. This one is taking completely opposite way, and then it's also blocked on 8. This is just obstacle, should be. This is fine. What is this file save? Aha, so if I have collision, it's just managing the collision, so I don't need this number, which is fine. Then they are just being blocked there all the time. I think I will just remove those proxies just to be sure that this is not a problem with the proxies. But it was working in the past, so I don't know why now this one is not working. So house 4, this is 4? Yes. Oh, in the meantime, I will just restart the editor. It's starting bank. The RAM is not enough. So we have this one here. Let's start display. I will just take this one, Z1, something like that. And then export FBX, all selected, normal faces, house 4, this is fine. This one is opening right now. So we'll see if the problem is about the proxies on doors, because it was fine for the player, which is smaller. The NPC is smaller, the mess and the capsule is smaller. But there are some NPCs that are longer, that's taller, and this capsule is longer, and then it's a problem with the proxies probably in the doors. This is just the capsule is longer, but not thick or something, so the space for the door should be enough for all of them. For example, in that case they don't have it on the top. And probably I will remove this one also and just use this one for this one is longer and this one is longer, and that's all, because I don't really need this one. But I was trying to avoid just jumping on the roof something, but I could use probably another proxy simulating the roof to avoid this one, which probably I will do right now. So what is the size of this one? Is it? Yes. This is one, this is one, this is one, it's fine. So this one should be 3, probably. No, it's too much. What is this? 2.5. Okay, so this one should be also 2.5. And then this one, and then this one also, and this one. Hello, my Clarks. Are you trying something like commands or things like that, or is this just an icon? I don't know. I don't have any bots, so commands are not working. What means this one? This is an icon or a command that you are trying to do, something like that. This /o. Or it is it's supposed to. Well, but in my case, I'm trying to do that. It is just having like a no command, so I was just thinking like, okay, what is this? I don't know. Sorry. Hello anyway. So let's try this one again. So this house. How's it going? First time here. Static mess, and then just reload. Try import. So it should be. Let me see. What are you doing, computer? Okay, finally. Okay. Save, close this one. So it's just compiled this case. And now it should be. Okay. Let's try again to see what is happening with this guy. Okay. Taking again the wrong way, and then what is happening? And then it's just blocking here for some reason. There is no proxies now here. Thank you. This is not staying. It's just a real game, so it's not staying. Yes, I did everything that you see, like all the assets, lightning, all the code, C++, blueprint, user interface, vegetation, the grass. Well, yeah, I was just everything that you see I was doing alone. But this is a full game, so that's I was working a lot of interaction with this one, not just staying to be in art station or something like that. In fact, I'm mainly coder, so my models are not really impressive, but it's fine. They works. They works for the game, so that's why. And also this guy. Well, exactly. This is not our games. I understand this one. I'm not even planning to be that like that because I don't have so much time with zero budget. I cannot spend days doing things like that. So, for example, this is from Fuse and Mixamo, which is fine. The rest of the thing I was just modeling, but you can see, for example, houses or even the tables, things like that. They are really simple. So they're not really. Could be nice, looks nice, but they are really simple models or things like that. Or this one, for example, look at this. You see the trees. This is just boxed, so not much really. 300 triangles, so no, all the models are mine. I did all the models. The only thing that are not mine are the characters, that is Mixamo, but all of them, all the things that you see here, houses, even the grass, the trees, and all the houses, all the props, everything that you see here, cards, the clothes, everything. I did everything. I was modeling everything, and you can, for example, check some things like this one. I was modeling during streamings. This car or this car I was modeling during streamings. Also this house, also you can check that I was just modeling during streamings, and I don't remember most of the thing I was just modeling during streaming, not everything, because it could be maybe so boring, but everything. For example, this one I think I was modeling, this small one also, this motor. Most of the things you can check on old videos and you can see that I was just modeling, so it's not a model that I taken from some places or you know from some market, which is fine, but I don't want to have the same model for any other game, so I was just doing something specific for mine. Thank you for the follow. I see. Thank you. Yeah, I was doing, and I say that my models are not really impressive because I don't have too much time to spend on modeling. But for example, those clothes I was doing, you can find even in markets or things like that. And the tables, for example, with some clothes here, or the sacks, I was doing them. These tables with also with the textures that I was doing on the market. This one also here. Yes. So everything as you see, I was doing. The only thing is just the character that is I don't have so much time to do that. So this is just fuse. I was doing on fuse, but it's not like modeling. But all the rest of the things, I was everything like that. Small stones, for example, here you can see small stones. Big stones, I was just also modeling. All the grass, things like that. For example, all this area, I was just modeling on streamings also. This small thing. You can see it's really easy, but yeah, you can see. So yeah, in case that you are interested in some modeling, you can check a lot of videos for things. Some of them were, when starting, I was doing mainly all those Blender videos. I don't have much to show or work with, so I don't have enough assets for half the world where to create this gameplay. But after some time, I'm just modeling small things that I need, like this one, that one. So it's just the time for modeling a few things. For example, here you have this watermill that you have inside. All the houses you can go inside, but you, for example, here has all those things, and you have also all the wall working, and then you hear this one which is working. So let me play. So it is working, as you can see, and I will show you inside of the house, which is also everything is working. So this one is also rotating, you can see, and on the button is also rotating. At this one it's a bit dark, but okay, anyway, you can see everything is just moving. So all the models are done completely. All the houses you can go inside, and yeah, there are small things like that. For example, the bridge, I have another bridge here, better to see. Let me see. Okay, that's also a bridge that was just modeling. There's not really impressive. I mean, most of them are just cubes, and then just some combination with cubes, but not much. So really not a lot of things. Yeah, a bit of benches like that, which is really easy to do, just 5 minutes, or things like that. Those fences that are really easy to do in 5 minutes. And I was doing most of them, as I say. I mean, here bench or fence I was just doing directly, and that's all. And for example, this one I was also doing this house completely modeled on Blender, and then all the decals and creating this blueprint and everything that you see here I was doing from a cube in Blender in one streaming. Let me check if I can find this streaming here. Or for example, you have also this one that I was also doing during the houses are full model, so this every single house is one Blender file, and they're not modular, so they have real size for example walking inside. Some of them has, like this one, 2 floors, for example. You see here the stairs, and you have rooms here. So every single house has different things. This is empty about furniture at the moment. This one is another one with some rooms. You have also here like all the doors and everything. Well, thank you. You have a lot of pictures that you want to check about. For example, all those things modeling, and yeah, this one was 15th of August, I think. Yeah, this one. So you can check on the videos on YouTube. Let me see here all the links here. So you have the links for all the YouTube videos with all the streamings. Maybe I'm missing still the last week, but I will upload later. and all the houses you can go inside and checking everything for the houses, and something I was just modeling on streaming, but a lot of things, well, not everything, but a lot of things I was just modeling, maybe a few tables, but not all of them, a few things like that, some props, cards or things, but not all of them, and things like that. You know, I was just modeling a lot of things. For example, there's also a granary that I was modeling that I have. Where do I have this one? Let me check. Buildings, houses, no, farms. Buildings, and here you have this granary, for example. Here, this one I was modeling, I don't know, maybe in February or March. This is something that I was modeling on streamings completely. Also, you have, of course, inside to have a few things to do. Yeah, so all the models are mine, and you cannot find maybe in the market or things like that. The only thing is just using views for the characters. I was doing myself, so I was just buying or downloading, but using views, not really modeling on Blender. Okay, yeah, I'm not really doing modeling as it is only in the last time, but just during the training is something I'm just modeling in just 5 minutes or half an hour, things like that, because I'm not doing big buildings at the moment, just small details, things like that. That takes really 5 minutes to do that, not much. So a few things like that I was just modeling during the streaming, that I'm doing things and then I need something like that, and I was doing, but not really modeling during 1 hour, things like that, because I don't have big things in the last time. I was just trying to finish this short demo, and I'm finishing all the gameplay, and mainly the last week I was working on the user interface. I'm still missing few things and pictures and so on, so late time just finishing. And now I was just trying to fix a problem that I have with the NPCs, that they are taking the wrong way. When I say go home, they go, but seems to be completely the opposite way, and for some reason they are just blocking when this area is starting. So for some reason, I don't know why, but this guy, for example, here is coming, but then it's just blocking here, and then it's not crossing. For some reason, this is not going there, not going inside. I don't know exactly what the problem is, why this guy is being blocked here, because I was just removing this right now with Blender, this proxy here. So there is no proxy here, and it should be just crossing, but for some reason it is not working, and that's what I was trying to solve, because I have this nav mess and there is a coast inside of the houses, so they try to avoid crossing the house. If there is a path, they just walk around and not really going to through this one. So probably, because I would like to know why I have also those small things here. So is it maybe related to this box house here? I don't know. Is it affecting in any way? I don't think so. So seems like recreating the navigation, but I don't think that is being affected. This one, nothing. It's only according about the proxy for this one. So yeah, for some reason, I don't know, it's just taking the long way instead of just crossing this area, you know, it's just going to the opposite way and then failing to cross. So for some reason this guy should go there. Yeah, I'm Spanish. Yeah, my accent is maybe not so good, but I can speak fine in English, it's not a problem. And now what is happening with this guy? It's so stupid. Can't you see this is not possible to go there? Yeah, definitely. And also my town from Spain is really close to the border from Portugal, so I was there many times, and yeah, it's like maybe 30 kilometers far or 50 kilometers far from Portugal on the north, going close to well, Cerro do Malcata and then Castelo Branco and so on like that. It's not so far from my town. I don't know about you, maybe you are from the south, I don't know. So this one is also broken every time, then just to recreate my my one is fine. It's fine. Well, it's 450 kilometers far from Lisbon, from my town, which is, it's funny because it's the closest sea on you know, some beach on the sea that I have to my town. The closest one is from Lisbon. Okay, so try again this guy. Listen, what? Why they are just taking the long way and not just crossing in front of this one? I would like to know what the problem is with this one, not crossing this way, but then taking the opposite way to just finally block here. So for some reason it's kind of, this area is blocking the, oh, it's just blocking, but this is obstacle and not, okay, default. There's no other area to take this way, so that's the reason. I was also living and working, for example, in London for some time, so I was just improving my English there. And most of the time working in different companies, so I'm not playing in Spain right now. No, I'm not in Spain, so using English most of the time. And I stream every single day, so I talk along here in English. But I'm living in Eastern Europe right now, so in my daily life I'm used Russian as a language and not English. Oh, that's cool. Well, I think that maybe for not English speaker is fine. So you see, like, what's fine is English, maybe not from England, but it's fine. But of course, English people is clear when not English. So this one is not working as expected. I was expecting to have this area. There is no way, so it seems like, okay, there's a way for them, so they take this way, and finally arrive to this point and say there is no way to cross this one, when in fact it is. So it should be, so this obstacle is not working expected. It should be, okay, cannot be traversed if there is no other way, other path, but okay, there is no other path, so you should move there. Let's try something like go inside this guy, inside of the house, and then try to go to this point where it is already inside. So let's see what's happening here. Well, in that case this guy is coming, but that's only broken. After the next plant card stack. Well, I'm not living there for probably, I don't know, 20 years, or maybe more, maybe around 25 years. Well, not in Spain, because in Spain I was also, after that I was also some time, but I didn't live there for a long time. I would like that being foreigner I'm on all the time, in living in different countries, that I hope that everybody can just live where they want and do what they want. But you know, politicians are so stupid that they don't give any chance to people to just to live, and then they are thinking about the votes, and soon will be again some they are just thinking about numbers, votes and something, and don't care about people. So it's just both of them, I mean both sides are exactly the same, so there's no reason for them to, you know, they're not talking about people, they are talking about numbers, so they can talk to them. between them. I don't care about this. If they are related to people, it's fine. But just about numbers, politicians, and so on, this I really don't care about this. And I'm not living in Catalonia, so I don't know exactly what the problem could be and how they feel and everything. So for me, they decide, not me, because it's not my problem. If they are talking about my town, of course I have some opinion, but if I'm not living there, you know, for sure I don't know everything, and we have the problem with all the mass medias, everything with all the wars around the world and things like that, that we don't have all the information. So they're just managing what you need to think, or they are just showing you a few part of the things, so you don't really know everything about Syria, for example, or to say Israel, Palestine, things like that. So we don't have enough information to see what is exactly happening or what is the best. So there's no clue for a what's this guy saying me that was the problem was. So restart plan, go home, and there is nothing to do there. I was living in many different countries for many years, so I really hate how all the politicians, not only in my country, but all of them, they are just only thinking about numbers and they want to take the money. And okay, it's just 4 years, you know, after that they are not going there, so they don't care anymore about this. So yeah, it's just stupid. And I have all the problems with the passports and visas and everything like that. I'm really fed up about this. So I would like to keep passport for everyone and then forget about this. It's really stupid that you're born, for example, on Portugal, to say, okay, and then how can you feel like Portuguese if you didn't choose this one? It was just, you know, a lottery for you. So okay, you are right there, and that's all, you know. And then after maybe 20 years, you decide that you want to live maybe in some place, and they decide that there's no way for you to live in this place because you were born in Portugal, let's say, or Africa, which is actually the same, you know? So you didn't do anything good or bad to be there. You just born there, and after that you cannot move. You know, it's just stupid, really stupid. Yeah, they are talking only about money and keeping safe money for Europe, but they are still receiving money, and you know, just a wheel that is moving. So if this guy is inside, then it's working. So this area is working fine, but not if there is no other way they should go inside or not. Since no. Okay. So yeah, so they are not crossing this area anyway. If there is other path or not, they are not just doing anything like that. Okay, so I understand that the problem is about this area. Could be cool, of course, to have this one avoiding to close the houses if you don't really need this one. But it's not working as expected because they are not crossing this area anyway. And I really don't know what the problem is. Let me check. That's nice, not much. I think you could just work a bit more on it. You have some image here, rendering with Unreal Engine already with those houses with the fire, which is 2 years ago. That's nice. Well, one house, wooden house with fire inside, that you did on Unreal Engine, because I can see the this I don't know, the interface for the editor. And there's a weapon here. Anyway, I will check later for this one. I will just keep it open. So for those parts, they are not working at the moment. So they are not. I think this is kind of obstacle, like crossing to another area. In that case, it will be. But if you are just trying crossing or going inside of this obstacle, it's not working as expected. So this one is not working, and at the moment I will just remove this one. In the future, maybe I have better plan for this one, or just solving. So this one's house, and I will also probably do the same for this one. I don't remember this one. Where's mine? Okay. So yeah, I will close this one. Oops, not this one. Sorry. So let's try to see if this guy is now going home or not. Should be. Okay, now it's fine. It's fine. It's just breaking because I'm just doing a loop. But it's fine, it's just for testing. So this one is just for testing here, here. And I don't think I need this proxies here anymore. Just will delete, and then I will just export again, something more simple. For exporting FBX, I'm using loads for Blender, in case that you are wondering why it's working not here, but I have another models with loads. I have modified the FBX Python file, which has one single line, and then I can export my groups to use loads groups for Blender and then Unreal. And I don't need to create any strong things, so I'm just importing the whole model with all the loads. I can do something with I think this one has loads, probably. Yes, this one has, so something like that. I will just try to show you. What is my... So this house is fine. We can close here, and then we can redo this one. With the static mesh here, right, import, and then I will have props or environment or fence large. I think this one. Okay, so close this one. This one is already done. This is fine, and the only one that I need is this guy. Welcome helper. I was just breaking everything. This one. Close this one, and then now this one. So in that case, for example, I have here the loads. I will use another one. This is something dirty. Door fence small. So if I have this one, exactly. So this one, for example, I'm using different loads for models that I have. So in that case, I'm using like a load group that is an empty, and then after that I have my collision boxes for that, and I'm just exporting this one as one FBX, and then reloading everything with this FBX, and all my loads are being taken by Unreal Engine. So I don't need to create a few of them, or just defining one by one, or loading by FBX importer or things like that. So one file take everything. What more? This guy, let's try again to see Now should be fine working. Let's check. Is everything inside fine? And also those blocks are working fine. Yes. So it's fine. But then in that case they are crossing this door that I would like just they're avoiding crossing this one. But anyway, we just define why. I think I will add anyone. Just volume numbness modifier, and will be just blocking. Top F. I have lost this one. Okay, top. Move here. I think it's enough. Yes. And this one is move to navigation, and this one should be the option is null, so it's not possible to cross on it anyway. So should be clear here for this one. Exactly. So in that case there is no space to cross this one. They should walk around the same. So this one should be crossing this area. So this one's in there. Yeah, they are just avoiding to cross the door because it's just for something like that. So it's fine. But probably they are maybe crossing any other doors in case they have some options to cross this one. And also I would like to know why they are not using different standard walk that I think I was defining. So what the properties for this one? Yes, this is not. What about this? This is yes. So this guy is peasant. Yeah, this is peasant. That's the class and the blueprint. Yes. Is this worse there? So update enemy state. Just where's my code? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it works, but since not working, so probably it's paying to be modified later when I'm just using this interactive MPC event graph. Probably I know what the problem is. So interactive MPC helper is just resting everything here. But it's also not resetting maybe the player, so it will be in this reset for this one, not this one, this one. So this is the one that we done, and also this reset probably needs to be also here for Just checking again, and then update animation here just for testing something fast. So what's Miguel? I think, yeah, Miguel. So do you have any other questions or want to see something new because you have been here for the first time? Maybe you have questions, or you would like to see something. Yeah, I think you are the only one. Oh, there is another guy probably. Miguel, what's the name of this? Miguel Suarez. Yes, that's the name. Okay, this is fine. Just chill out. Yes, if you have any question, you can just ask here, or I have also Discord, or you can contact me at any time. I'm planning to finish this short demo for maybe next week, so if you want to try this one, and I have a laptop, so don't worry about huge performance, things like that, and it's working fine for me, like 30-40 FPS, or for a laptop, and having integrated GPU, so you can use this one. Don't worry about this. Now it's fine. Okay, because this guy is working different way, and this is working, and this one have another animation for walking. This one, yeah, they have different animation for walking. Yeah. Now it's working. Okay, so I will just clean up a bit this. Okay, interactive piston. And then what's this one? This is the one that I need. Cool. I'm not doing. I'm baking, for example, for the normal map, for the stones, the rocks, and also the tables that I have. But I'm using tailable generic texturing for everything, and for example for the houses, wood and everything is exactly the same tile texture, but I'm using decals for them, so I'm not baking or maybe modeling one by one every single asset that I have. So all of them use the same, exactly the same texture with this one key, so it's not really big, and then using a lot of decals for everything around. So the textures are not so big, and of course texturing takes 5 minutes. Let me see, what is this? This is bake tool. I didn't hear about this. Let me just check this. Some people is baking on Substance Painter and things like that, but I'm just baking Blender, which is fine. Well, I'm not using this much more. In fact, I have a few scripts already on Python for Blender that is helping me with doing a few things like reordering, for example, those loads, or change the name of the bonds, for example, for the model, so they all then have the same names for all the bonds and things like that. So I have a few scripts on Python already, and it's fun because I was helping in this open source plugin for Blender that is for CryEngine, and I was maybe a year there, so I was just knowing about Blender plugins, all those Python code, and the API for Blender. So it's helping me. I have a few scripts that's helping me a lot, doing something faster when, for example, all those reordering and then putting under this, for example, empty and things like that, and don't really need to do manually. So it's just so specific for they have the things that I have, and there is nothing generic. But yeah, having plugins or all those Python files are just helping a lot with some tasks that you need to repeat every single day, and then just helping for that, really. So this is fine, and also this is fine. and probably I would like to have this one. No. This piston that's coming from interactive NPC, and I would like to see if you have this standard walk or not. No, not here. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's just not a lot of code, but I don't know, 50 lines, 100 lines, and Blender in Python is really easy. It's just the API, and you need to pass the parameters. That is exactly the same parameter that you are using in the panels. So even like that, you can use. Let me show you opening with Blender. You should try, because Python is really easy. The code is really easy. And for example, here, if you want to change, let's say this one, okay. So you put here, and then you see. Let me show you something. Can you see? You have here this Python, and then you have GPU FX settings dot use SSAO and BPI, which is Blender Python API dot data dot screens default. So for everything that you want to change here, for example this one, you have what is the name in this Python. So it's really easy. Okay, I would like to change, for example, some parameters like this one, or modifier, for example, or I want to use, I don't know, this one auto smooth. So you can see here what is in Python, you know. This is just go there and modify everything that you have. So if you already know how to use Blender, of course you know, and then you just go to things that you need, go there, and you have all of them, how to call them, how to use them on Python. So you don't really need to know thousands of options that they have in this API. You have also the help documents on internet, which is helping, of course. But let's go here with the button that you would like to have, and then do the same but on code, you know, exactly the same. So there's, I don't know, everything that you need to do is, you know, you have all of them, all the buttons, icons, you can change the mode and everything like that. If you just go into some menus, you probably have also the same for the menus, for any options that you have there. So it's really easy and fast to create some script using the same as the menus, but just doing faster in the code, and then some loops for a few things like that. So it's really easy to do, and you can start doing things like reordering items or deleting, renaming, things like that, which is really easy. And then later try something harder, and then adding, for example, this menu, sub menus, and binding keys, some key bins for your own custom commands and so on. So you don't really need to have a lot of knowledge to start doing things, small things. Yeah, it's just, so you should try at least a few things that is helping you with some key, doing some loops, you know, things like that. That is helping renaming, moving things, or I don't know, saving, things like that. Should help you. So what more do we have for today? Let me check. What I'm missing? I think just missing those guys. This doesn't have some plans that is a bit strange, but this is fine. So it's just going on this way, and then they are just going to some places. So let's see if this one is some random. So play. Let me see. This guy is going, I don't know where. Every time it's going to different ways. I think they should choose to change this path according to some option. So they go here, when they are going to this location, should be going there or not. So in case that's spot, execute plan. If this is true, execute in the next plan. if it's not but going to probably I think it will be here some random value, so get random random in range float random float random bool. This is the one that I need. So that's condition. I will use this one, and then this is boolean, so it's just if this true is going here, it's not, it's just ignoring this trigger that I'm having. So now what we need to do is this plan, which is fine, just to check there all of them being drop at the same time. I'm just trying to add some random behavior for NPCs, so they have just stupid plans going to some house, coming back, taking other paths, or sitting and things like that, but just depending on some things, and those boolean for all of them, this is true. Okay, try again, and I will do something closer. So this is 1000, and 1000. So if they don't have a real plan, but they are just walking around, and then arriving to some point they decide to go home or just continue walking, and then I would like to have the same with a bench that's not so far, so they just for some random behavior they decide to go or not. So those two guys are just taking a different one, but those two are just following the path, so when they arrive here again they probably will have also this random behavior, like yes they are doing or not. So, and for example here arriving to this point should be like arriving to this bench, for example, should be sitting down here for some time or not, just because it's just a behavior, a random option depending on which path you are taking. So this is fine, I think that's fine. And what we would like to have is just being after some time they go home, but I need to check every house for this guy. So be sure, just double check that they have house assigned. This one is farmer 3, so this one is going to this house. This one is 5, this is fine. Well, this one has no houses, and also this guy has no houses. So what about this? What is this house? There's no name for this one. What about this? Let me check. This is home 8 and over 5. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Probably this is house straight there. Okay, this one will be 7, house 7. So I can assign this one as house for one of those NPCs, and this is house 6. And this is 8. It will be farmer. This will be, for example, house 10. I don't know, 11 and 12. Just to have some numbers easy to find them. So this guy, for example, will be house 6 or 7. So this house is house 7, and this one will be 11, for example. Oops, no, sorry, house 11. So after that they should go home, every single guy, and I will just check this one. So follow path, go in range, and then this will be the plan for go home. go home event, and there's nothing more to do. And just for this one will be always true, yeah, to be testing. So when they arrive to this point, they should go home, all of them. And I will just change this one later to have going home after some time, for example 8 p.m. or things like that, and then just waiting there until maybe 6 or some random numbers, and then start again going to the probably the path. So let's see if all of them are going home when I arrive to this point. This one is going back. Okay, this is one of the problems. This guy is going where this guy is going. Okay, I should probably follow one or two of them and then check later the other one, because I'm not sure if they are just going well. So this, oh oops, I have lost this guy. One guy I have lost. Okay, this is 5, this is 3. Should go there. So this guy is going there, this one is going here. So well, it's not here already. Let me check this guy also. It's not here. Why not? They're just following the path probably. Okay, this is going home, and then let's say and the next one is, yeah, follow the path again to distance to this one. So this is fine. This is the path, and then I will add here wait until, or wait event, which will be, I don't know, 5 seconds. 5 seconds, and after that they should go home. I think this is one. Then follow the path. This follow the path. Distance from the building. No. So the closest distance to the. This is the path, and this is the actor. So the actor should be a character. This is character. Get character instance, and then that's the actor here. So the close distance to the path from your current location should be fine enough. And then let's check again. So we have seen those both are going well, but we need to see the other two guys if they are going home or not. And after that they should just wait for little time. So with this one guy, this one is going there, and this one we will follow this one this time, because I don't know where is he going home. Probably he's going turn to the left. Let's see exactly how he's turning left and then going here instead, which is fine. So this guy should be here, and then after a few seconds should be leaving. What is this? This is 5 seconds. So what is happening here? What is this guy? Hello? Where is this guy? Just disappear. What is happening with those guys? So go home is fine, and then wait event is fine, and then follow path going to this distant closest path for this path, and this is the distance should be wait. That is not the distance that should be So wait. Follow path, go to path, and follow event. This is the one that we need probably. Oops. Where is mine? Here. Not this one. Subplans here. Okay, follow path. And this one is going to the location follow path. Okay, so here follow path event. This is fine. This is the path iterations fine. Okay. So this guy should go there. So those guys are coming. 5 minutes and 5 seconds, and after that they should go to path and follow. So they will take this way. I think going there. This guy from here. This is fine. Just resting for 5 seconds. Okay, so they are leaving the house, going there, and then following the path again. Yeah, doors. That's right. Okay. So this one is following the path already. And probably the another guy is just taking the opposite way to the path, but in that case he has door here, so exactly, so he's just taking this way, just going in front and maybe crossing this door. I'm not sure, but I think that he's just taking this way, so he's just opening here, coming here, and then crossing this door and then leaving on this way. Probably he's just leaving this path because this is available for them. Exactly. So okay, so this guy is also working fine. So 2 of them is working fine with the sequence that's going home and then leaving to the path again. I will just adjust the time of the day for them, but I have another 2 guys that I would like to check if they are still going well home, and then living after that. They are not just stuck or blocked in any, I don't know, any place, or they don't have any way to continue this plan. So let's see what is happening with those 2 guys that are going back. Okay, so they take this way. Let's follow them to see what are they doing. Well, one of them is going to this house right now. So after 5 seconds this one should leave and go to the path here. Okay, so this one is taking this one. Okay, so this one's going there, and this one should go this way. 5 seconds, and I would like to see what are they doing. And I want to see what is this doing, which path is taking. Okay, it's taking this path. Yeah, in that case it's working also for them. The only thing that I would like to do is just taking a bit longer, so I will take this follow path and some displacement. Let me see. Well, there are hundred or thousand of options, and most of them that I'm doing the videos, people is taking me like, why you did that? You can use, I don't know, some random key and then it's aligning automatically, or it's just filling all those area with the triangle, things like that. And most of the time people is like telling me a new more combination about keys that is making easier your life. So when people is just comparing, I don't know, Blender with 3D Studio and things like that, I didn't try another one, but probably people is not using too much one of them, or the another one is exactly the same, and they don't have enough knowledge to really compare all the options that they have one to one, you know. So people is using more one thing, I don't care which one, and they say that they have more options than the another one, but in fact probably both of them is exactly the same. Yeah, there are a lot of keys, but yeah, but just press space and find what you want. You know, it's you don't know the key. Just press space, write something, and that's all. You know. So what about this plant that they are leaving? I would like to have this one a bit displacement. A few displacement for that is going. Follow paths should be yeah, this is feeling a bit stupid, this one. So probably what is this doing is finding the subplan location, and probably I will, that's the closest distance. So yeah, this is something the same that I have, the distance for this follow path at those distance. So probably I will use this one, follow path at distance, and then at distance I will just add, I would like to add something like 100, or I think 100 is 1 meter, probably 200 to have this one. Let's check this. I think this is the shortest one. So here I have the one like here. This one should be here. Well, lately I don't have much time to watch streams, so I'm trying to finish this one, and I was watching a lot in the past, but I have not much time now, and I feel like just checking another ones should be fine. Let me see, what's this? I didn't even have time to check your profile, because I'm checking maybe later with I'm finishing, not just spending the time now. And so this is the guy that should be taking this one. So let's try again. So they're just coming here, which is fine. Because I'm checking the chat, of course, but I'm not checking all the profiles and then keeping open, for example, Skype or just Discord or anything like that. I'm just trying to be, you know, focused on the streaming. So after that, I'm just checking all the profiles for people and things like that. What the hell? It's not going there. It's just okay. Yeah. So the thing is, go to and then follow the path at this distance. So go to location, and the location will be this one. Oops. Yeah, so I need to have this location, and probably okay. Just follow path. I think this follow path event, but I would like to have some kind of displacement. um, okay, iteration path, probably displacement will be number or a float here. It has to be a float because it's just the distance that you are taking out this one. So that's the distance plus your displacement here, and should be fine. Just to have an option to add some distance on this one. So this is plus those numbers. Okay. So it allows me to use some small correction on the place where this path is starting, so I will just use things like that. Oops. Okay, so let's try again for this one. In that case, we'll be moving and not just jumping as it was. So when are you streaming? I mean, do you have any schedule for streaming? So this guy should be inside in 5 seconds and then go outside to the point that is just a bit far in this one. Well, since not enough, like maybe 500. This 500, that's the distance that you need to use for coordinate space or location, subplan location. And then follow paths. Well, I'm not streaming everything, of course, so I'm just streaming all the things that could be maybe interesting or something like that. I'm not streaming, for example, C++ code, because I think it's just boring for people to have this one, you know. And then just streaming every day at the same time for things that could be interesting, I don't know. But yes, so I have like time, I have a schedule for every day, for example during Sundays or Saturdays also I'm streaming in the evening and not in the morning, but no, it's fine for this guy. Let's see another guy. Yeah, I have notification for people following, but there are some people that are streaming one time a month or something like that, so I'm just not following this kind of people because I forgot completely about what are they doing or things like that, you know. I'm checking from time to time about if they have videos, but yeah. And even there are some people that are not even keeping the videos there, so this is bad. For example, I was just checking yours right now and you don't have videos. I understand about these 15 days that they are deleting videos. I understand about this, you know, but this guy is already here or no? Should be. Let's check another one. Yeah, that's the risk that you don't have any. You are not keeping the videos, and you are not, for example, having this YouTube channel. I cannot find this one to have this. So for new people, it's hard to know what are you doing, if they like what are you doing. Of course, they can find you when you are streaming. I understand this because I have been streaming for more than 1 year, so I know how it works and how people likes, and people were just asking me about things and things like that. For example, come on, guy, it's just blocked here. Now it's being blocked. some reason. I don't know why sometimes I have problems with my mess that they are being blocked on the doors and sometimes it's working fine. And I was trying maybe 10 times to do this one and it was working fine. Now it's not working. So there's not much that I can do with this guy. It's probably about the capsule, things like that. Because I should have at least the size of the capsule in my enough mess as range for the capsule. But in that case it's so big that they are not having... Oh, it's working. This is just stupid. And then it's 5 seconds and it will be leaving. And then going to some point that should be on the door. This one is being opening. Yeah, stupid. Yeah, they are just following paths for things like that. So this guy is also working. I will just increase this distance width for 600 would be fine also, or people living, or even more, 700. This is good to have. But you should keep your videos, or at least put on YouTube or things like that, so people can just, you know, check later, because not everyone can check your videos. Even people are being maybe interesting on it, but there are some people from USA, and I know, for example, right now it's like 3 AM in USA, so people are not even interested on my videos or just the streamings. They cannot follow you because it's impossible to, you know, watching your videos at 3 AM every day or things like that. So in that case, just keep your videos someplace so that you can just check from time to time. And maybe, for example, if you are streaming during weekends and you take another time, they can just join you, you know. But if you don't have any videos there, they cannot say anything, or they cannot watch any of your things, you know. Let me check with this. Why is this lost? Is this guy's coming? Yeah, it's coming here. There's another one coming from here. I just waiting for this one. Yeah, exactly. So it's coming this way. Should be opening this one. That's fine. I'm just moving the collision for them, so just in case avoiding those. What is happening here? Blocking. Yeah, since working, all of them are working. Okay, the only thing that I need to do now is just fixing what's time for them to be at home or living or things like that. So this is fine, this is fine. So first thing, they are just being follow path this one, and then arrive to this point that it goes to location or not, and then again they follow the paths. I don't need this. But need to go this follow path event. This one should be. So when they arrive to this location, that's the right time to be going home or not. But in that case, it's this one. So it's going here, and then we can check here the time. No, this is coming here, this is fine. Otherwise they are going home or not. Okay, we'll test this one later. So this is fine, this is fine, this is trigger being here for random reason. And the only thing is just coming here, just is random, this is fine. And then going to location when they arrive to this point. And then go to those locations if it's about time. So let's say here, and we will have here the 3, 1, 2, 3. This is the second one, this is a branch according to time. So if this is time, go here, or no, so will be get time, and then no, get hour. So we'll just check by hour, is fine. Here, this if the hour is bigger than 20, they will go home, I think. Or if it's between, probably, well, if it's bigger, they goes home, so go home. Here, go home. If not, it's just going to false this one. So click this one, this is fine. So that's my plan. So this guy is going here if it's more than 20, which is fine. So in case that you go home, then the next plan is coming here, which is not follow paths, but wait until. And this is wait until here until 6 AM, let's say, for example, or I don't know, 8 AM probably. And I will add here later some random numbers, so they are not starting exactly at the same time, all of them. So this is until 8, and after that they should just follow the path. And that's the one that need to follow. This is one. Okay, so follow the path in that case, but the thing is, this is going to some location, and after that they should not wait but go to some location. So after that I would like to jump to follow path again. So probably I will just current plan, set current plan will be, yes, I think that I can increase this one with just ++, and this is a macro, so it'll be fine. So in this case what I'm doing is just avoiding the next plan, basically just here, and then in case that is just go to location, it's not waiting but just jumping in one. So we'll be here, follow the path until this location. In that case it's just jumping to restart the plan, release, following here, which is not there's something from here. What is happening here? This is too much opening. Yeah, I need to close a bit things. Oops, too much opening right now. Okay, this one is closed, this one's also closed, this one is fine. Okay, everything's under control. So just starting this path and then going home, or just going to some point that's random point for every time, and then in case that it's just finishing, this is going home, and then going home, going here, waiting until 6 is just following the path again for this displacement, which is fine, and then wait until event, and then just follow this path, and then just if this just going here, going to cell location, and then I should go to follow path event again. So after just jumping here, this is jumping here, following the path. When just is something happening, it's just jumping to this one, and this is wrong. Should be goes to this one already. So after follow path should be not restart plan but default. I think this one. Set current plan will be 1. So I'm just voiding the first step already. It's only the first element just running it, and after that just being ignored. So let's go here, go to this follow path, and then go to the next plan, and then just jumping, and then jumping in directly to this one, and not about this. That is just only the first element just going there. So I can delete this one, I don't need this one, and what about this? This is the only one for the distance. I think that's the plan. Yeah, I'm just stopping 5 minutes. In fact, I'm doing today 1 hour more than usual. So usually I'm just starting around 11, or I don't know if you have 1 hour less. It's just 10 maybe, and finishing like 1 hour before than today. So today is just taking 1 hour more, but usually it's not so long. In fact, I'm just streaming for 3 hours, and I do every day only 2. So yeah, I'm just leaving 5 minutes, so don't worry about this. But anyway, thanks for coming. I will just check your profile and art station with more details and things like that, and I'm just finishing now. Okay, thank you for coming. Hope to see you soon. And I think for the rest of the people is also the right time to finish this streaming. So yeah, I think I will finish here. Let me just take this one. Yeah, it's as I say, some game type I was using even 1 hour more than usual. I'm just finishing 1 hour late than usual. So yes, I'm just living here, and yeah, that's all. I think it's enough. And also I was working on a few things that I was not planning to do, like all those plans things. I was just planning to finish this user interface details that I was just missing, but this is fine. I was just I'm not sure, maybe you were out of this time, because I don't know about your time, but I was just trying to add this obstacle nav maze inside of the houses, but seems like if I'm just dropping, just spawning inside, it's just working fine inside, but if I'm spawning outside, let's say, and I say go to this point, which is inside of this area, that is no obstacle, it's not crossing there, it's not going there. I don't know if this is as expected, this behavior or not, but I would like to have, like, if there is no other ways, you need to cross this one, because the point that you are trying to arrive, you know, that the location is inside of this area, but since that they are not just crossing the, you know, the border, just, and then I don't know, since not, or is it not working, or I was expecting another behavior about this, so it's fine. I will just take more time. I will check maybe on internet, some people have the same problem, or there is a way to solve this one, but I don't know really. So yeah, at the moment I was just deleting, and then being inside of the house is exactly the same, so probably they will cross houses if the path is shorter for the destination for them. That I would like, just in case that the point is not inside of the house, that you should just avoid, you know, this area, but it's not working as expected. I cannot, this is about crossing, which is fine, but the thing is I would like to go inside of this area, but since not moving there, so for some reason I was using obstacle and not null or this one, but I don't know what the problem is and why not. Or probably because maybe I was not using, let me see, yeah, wait, maybe the thing is I was using this obstacle but maybe not adding. This is the last thing that I'm doing in the last 5 minutes. Let me check this one fast. Nav mess, nav modifier. And let me see the thing. This is fine, it's just using all the proxies that I have in my house, which is fine. So I will use this obstacle, but then probably this can either affect navigation. Should I have this checking or not checking, or which one? The one that I want to have. So let's see for this one. So in that case, should be just red one inside, which is fine. And then I would like to have this guy just going inside of this area, but it's just taking the long path and then just stuck on the destination because it's just not possible to go inside. So just go home here, and then we'll see what is happening with this, you know. What is this guy doing? So okay, this is taking this way, oops, which is fine, but then I see it's just being blocked there, and it's not crossing this area, even just been red or not, so it's just not possible to be. And if I use this, affecting navigation area is exactly the same, so they are not crossing this red one if the destination is inside of this red area, which is bad because I just want to move there, but it's not possible, you know. It's just crossing this area in case there is not any other path, but if I'm saying go inside, they are not going inside, you know. I maybe missing some option here for this navigation, but I mean I was trying both of them, and I was just also trying this obstacle, which is fine. Low height, free height, well, it says default, and there's null. Yeah, shouldn't be traversed if by anyone unless no other path is 16, but in case that is no other path, because the point that the destination is being inside of this point seems not working. So it's supposed to be there is no other path, and there is the only way to have this point inside. So I'm just trying to go to this path. So initially it takes the long way, it seems like there is a path to be here, and then arrive at this point, and then it's not crossing this one, you know. Can you see? It's just not crossing this area because there is a coast here, but it's not crossing, it's just going to be, you know, just stuck this here, so it's fine. So it's not working as I was expecting or planning to use this one. So I will remove this one, and I will check later, maybe as I said I'm missing some option for this one, or I can configure for nav mess. I don't know, for some reason I have some options here with being able to be inside or stopping inside or things like that. I really don't know about this, so yeah, I don't know. I will just check out. Maybe there are some options here that I was just missing, which is fine. So yeah, things like that, but that's the reason that I was just modifying all the proxies. So in that case, as you can see, there is no collision here. I see there is no collision at all. So in case that is just the model, but there is no collision at all here, and then they are not crossing. If I'm just doing like normal mess for them, they are crossing, it's fine. So there's no problem that they are blocking or being blocked by this proxy, because there is no any proxy here. So in case that, for example, I'm using, let's say there is no area now, so look at this. So now everything is green, okay. So the side of the windows or doors are exactly the same, of course. So let's say that this guy is going inside, and this is just taken away, so it's going fine. Can you see? There's not being blocked by any proxy because there is no proxy here. Well, I can do the same for the opposite way if you want to check the another side, but it's exactly the same. So being here and then try the another one. Let's go closer just in case. And you can see that this is going well, and then it's crossing the door with no problem because it's no proxy, so it's fine. Even if you are maybe thinking about taking this guy, Bane, things like that. So it's just really the same way that's taking for the path. Well, it's taking this one because it's shorter one, but anyway, it's just working and it's working. So the problem is about this area obstacle that is being not being crossed, and also not being going inside of this area in case that's just obstacle. So the problem is not about the proxy because there is no proxy already. I was just removing this one, but the problem is they are not crossing this obstacle if the final location destination is inside of this area. So I will check, is this possible, or do I need to have some I don't know, some option or property or parameter for my nav mesh, or I don't know how to solve this one in case that it is, you know. So we'll see how it works. I don't know, or I could just I don't know, I will just check later, just checking on internet or things like that. So this is a small problem because I was just wanting that they are walking around and not just crossing every time for the houses that they find. So for example, it's here, it's not going through the house and just going around, because you have another path. Of course, you don't need to really cross this one to avoid that they are just crossing houses. But if I'm telling them go inside, they should be, because there is no other path or, you know, any navigation information about this, so they need to go inside because there's no other option to them. But since not working, so maybe I'm just missing some parameter or things like that. Okay. So anyway, I'm just leaving because it's already late today. It's just for 3 hours streaming, and I will come tomorrow again. I will just finish some few things with Photoshop for pictures for the user interface, and maybe fixing some things with NPCs like that. Thank you for coming. If you are streaming later, I will try to join you. I hope to see you soon. Have a nice evening, night for you. Yeah, it's happened also that you check your time and you were spending 3 hours on almost nothing, but small little details from here and there, and in the end there is nothing. So yeah, but it needs to be take care about all those small details sometimes, so it's fine. Okay, thank you for coming. See you tomorrow, or see you later. Enjoy streaming. Thank you. Bye bye.